Are we going?
We are live. Welcome to the 21st episode, not the 21st century, of the Sketchbook Heroes with me, Ilias.
And me, Robert.
And together we are the Germans.
The Germans. Every time I do that, I don't know why. And me, Robert. Robert.
I am the Robert. Hello. Hello, Germany. Can you comprehend?
Why do we always jump on the Germans?
I don't know. I love the
Sorry,
German.
guys.
No,
we don't mean
love
to offend anybody.
We love accents.
Yeah. Well, Ilias can do accents. I just accidentally do one whenever I say my name in English, apparently.
Yeah.
So, my name is Robert.
Yeah.
See, that just sounds weird.
Weird, man.
Robert.
So on this episode,
I will be Robert.
we will be covering What Pen Is That? Because we got some reactions out of you.
Yes.
So on the last episode with Bouquet, we offended 2 people. No, we didn't offend. Oh, we offended maybe 1.
Maybe. Probably more.
But yeah.
Only one
But
spoke
some
out.
suffer in silence. And then this one person that I don't know the name to actually wrote something and didn't agree with us. And we like it.
Yes.
So we're going to be covering that after the awesome intro.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons. Even with beards and tattoos, you know they haven't changed at all. Failing sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any line.
What pen is that?
What pen is that? Imagination burning.
What pen is that?
We are offending everyone.
And we're back.
And we're back. Yes, indeed we are.
Indeed.
With me, Ilias. I hope that vitamin well tastes good. And we're not sponsored.
And me, Robert. Yes.
Yes.
Hello. Sorry. I didn't know we were doing intros again, so.
Yeah, we're doing the intro for the intro, after the intro.
Oh, it's introception.
Introception. Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
I want to call the episode Introception, but now we have to call it What Peen Is That?
Penis.
Penis? What
penis.
peen is that?
What penis? What penis you use?
What peen is that?
Yes. What peen is that?
Right?
Yeah.
That's, oh shit, I'm still writing that. What peen is that? Just to get a reaction.
I think we managed to offend a lot more people.
I wonder if we can write that. What peen is that? And then it's like a typo.
Yeah, we accidentally. Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
That's the name of
I like it.
That's what it is.
But fuck that for now.
Yes.
I just saw Wonder Woman.
And I hate you.
I
hate
asked
you so much.
I asked you to tag along, but no, I'm busy. I'm working, bro.
No, I said I wanted to come, and you're like, "No, I'm going now." So I was like, "Okay, thanks, man."
No worries. You're welcome.
But yeah, no, I was working tattooing a client, and well, sometimes the skin is a lot tougher than it looks, so it takes a lot longer to do stuff.
Robert works with armadillos or armadillos.
Sometimes. This one was not an armadillo. Like, he actually had good skin.
You say armadillo or armadillo?
I say armadillo.
Armadillo?
Armadillo, dude. Yeah. Powerful.
Powerful armadillos.
Yes, they're very hard.
Wow. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, this guy's skin was a little bit tougher than I expected. Dude.
This guy's skin was so hard. Yes, okay, keep going.
Yeah, so it took maybe twice as long as I had planned, which is okay. I mean, I didn't have any other customers afterwards,
Yeah, it's
so
super interesting.
I could take my time with him.
Yeah, please elaborate.
Yes. Okay. So you want me to keep? Yeah, I can keep going. Fuck you, man.
Do they want to
sit
hear
on a penis?
What pen is that you're sitting on?
Yeah, exactly. Best.
Okay.
Yeah. So I couldn't make the movie. That's pretty much it.
But I did. and it sucked. No, just kidding.
But you thought it was okay? Or-
Actually, yeah. From what we've sort of
I mean, it's
been given by DC.
this is the thing, like, because you have only seen like a fraction of the crap that has come out of the DC,
yeah. From the DC.
DCMU.
Oh, I was going to say anus. But yeah, let's go with that. That sounds... yeah, because that is exactly what I was aiming for.
Yeah, okay, good. Anus.
Anus.
Yeah, always aim for it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you started this.
But it's because I know that people don't want to hear this. So, yeah. I went to see the movie. Pleasantly surprised that it was actually... I enjoyed it. If you go and see it for what it is.
Good, yeah.
You have to sort of expect that DC has done bad before. And that this sort of walks that path, but does it a little better.
Nice.
And has some really good scenes. And then it has, like, I think the problem here is that Marvel does the CG stuff better than DC does. I'm not saying that the artists working on this aren't good artists. I'm just saying that the real stuff versus the digital stuff, they're too far apart. You get that sort of like real live action, and then you get that plastic sort of like computers animated. They're very rubbery and soft in their movements. You know what I mean? Like they got this bounce.
So you can clearly see
exactly when they're
yeah.
cutting between these two.
Okay.
And also I get a little like Photoshop effects out of all the... It feels like an sort of like a... I don't know. It feels like some sort of... I don't want to say cheap production.
But it probably definitely is not.
But it
I don't know the budget for this.
But the effects sort of feel fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas in Marvel movies, more often than not, they feel pretty good. Like even when Spider-Man sort of comes in, you don't go like, oh, digital. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just said that Spider-Man comes in. No, sorry, I'm stopping now.
We're just gonna cut.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
but yeah, when he comes in, it looks.
But it's sort of like it's CG, but you can accept it in this movie. Instead of using the stuntmen to do a lot of the tricks that they do, you could sort of do parts of it for real.
But
get the...
I have something to jump in with here, and if you look at like the action scenes in Wonder Woman now, for example, because you haven't really seen much of the others, it is more advanced, like the angles and camera stuff.
Oh,
and it's
definitely.
like,
that's why they're using
so they're
it.
trying to do more than Marvel is, but Marvel is just, doing their thing, and they're doing it brilliantly.
Yeah.
We don't need to see like a close-up shot of this hand coming in slow motion, grabbing somebody's tongue and ripping it out. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. But yeah, no, you understand what I mean.
Yeah,
right?
I totally understand you.
So
and
I think
the
they're
angles
trying to up the ante of their action stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think is good, but we're not there yet.
Yeah. And I think something that is transparent when you're doing slow motion, for example, is that delay that you sort of like, when she throws like knives in one scene, the knives sort of, it feels like they're like sort of a bit delayed. You know what I mean? It feels like she's throwing them like, and they're flying out of their hand.
Or
exactly. And I don't know if that was like they stopped and they sped it up, like, that type of
okay.
And it also feels like they're changing trajectory, so they're not following the hand exactly, or something like. So some things like that become more transparent in the 3D.
And that's actually something that Marvel does great with Captain America's shield, because
you feel it.
He never has a shield,
but
like
it's not in slow motion. I think
Evans.
that's
I know.
Your eyes just like boop boop.
Yeah.
It just comes back.
But he's got the movement so down with the way he's throwing the shields and stuff. Because I remember seeing a behind the scenes thing, and like everybody was so impressed by his commitment to throwing this shield that he isn't throwing. Yeah. Like he really puts 100% in just tossing his arm like he has the shield.
He has a shield,
and it just makes it perfect in the movie, because it really looks like he's throwing it, like bouncing everywhere. I love it. Yeah, Marvel for the win.
Yeah,
definitely.
on these things. But I think this movie, I don't remember the director's name.
It's a woman, and she is
awesome.
Very good.
I think
Yes.
she is the not that she's a woman, but I think her part as a director was what was needed to sort of put DC on in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I know that some people will not like this movie. I'm a bit I like Wonder Woman, but I'm a bit sort of split on what I think about the movie. I thought it was I want to see it again, which is, I guess, good.
Yeah.
Because there are movies from DC that I never want to see again, like the third Batman movie. But I think it's sort of important to... I think she was the director that they needed to make this... to change the direction of all the... Because you have a lot of Christopher Nolan left in the sort of the coloring of the DC movies. You have a lot of... is it Zack Snyder?
Yeah.
And you sort of... I think you needed someone to go in and do something a little different. And I think this movie... I can't tell you shit, but
No spoilers.
I mainly look at the action, because I like the action. And sometimes they deliver some really good stuff, but sometimes it doesn't feel because the effects here, when it's supposed to be powerful, you feel the power, you feel that the delayed effect of it, with the bass and the music and everything. It's very good.
Nice.
But
Patty Jenkins.
Patty Jenkins, thank you.
Is
I was
the
gonna
director.
remember that, but I totally just...
Yeah.
And I think she did a terrific job. You've seen DC movies.
Zack Snyder was actually one of the writers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
I was gonna remember
good.
that as well, now that you say it, but...
Yeah. No, but so he was involved more than just being a producer. So
Yeah.
He wrote it too.
But yeah, I just want to say that it has some really good action scenes, and then it has some weaker ones, or just where the CG is so transparent that you sort of don't buy it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to displaying power, sometimes they do a phenomenal job. And I think that is for Batman versus Superman, Man of Steel, is that
Man
the
of
one?
Steel, yeah.
That one also displays a lot of power, and then they just drag it on for too long, and you
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of don't care anymore. But I think that is something that they do well.
Yeah, and that is Zack Snyder's power.
Yeah.
He is really good with that, because he's a super comic book nerd. He loves manga, anime, kung fu movies. He does a lot of martial arts himself, so he understands fighting.
Yeah.
And he knows how to make punches and stuff look really bomb, really epic. So that's one of his super strengths, but he should probably focus more on his normal directing too, I think.
Yes.
But I am guessing, I can't even imagine the amount of pressure he's under doing all of these movies.
But I guess since they've been sort of not, I don't know if they've been flopping, but they haven't been very good.
I would call them flopping.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, they still make a shitload of money.
Yeah, and I think that is the most important thing. Even if they're not doing as well as they hoped, they're still making back the money that they sort of invested in them.
Yeah. But that's all because of the amazing fans that we are. Because we still want to give them money to show our support.
I just saw Wonder Woman.
You did it today.
Yeah, today, but I haven't seen all the other crap that they...
You need to see Batman Superman. That's one of those that, it's going to go down in history.
But damn it, man. That Batman
Suicide
is so
Squad,
ugly.
I can understand. But Batman Superman, you have to see it.
You know what he looks like to me when I see Batfleck?
I actually like Batfleck.
You know why I don't like him?
I think he looks cool.
He looks like the Batman with the sort of the power suit, that big fat robotic suit.
Yeah.
When he doesn't have it. He still looks... His head is so wide. This is the fattest head on Batman I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm seeing Saturday cartoon Batman in my head.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm seeing this bloated Batman. I'm not saying that he's not in shape for the movie or anything like that.
He totally is.
He is. But the suit is garbage. I don't know why I don't like it.
But I like it. For me, it's it's a really good tribute to Frank Miller's Batman.
I don't see that.
Yeah,
But I guess
and plus he went back to the gray and black, which is awesome. No, I really liked it.
Okay.
But that's just me.
But maybe I was expecting too much from DC. My bad.
But you should see Batman v Superman.
I will see it.
You can borrow it from me. Do you have a 4K TV?
No.
You don't?
I have a very old TV.
Yeah, that's okay. I still have the normal Blu-ray too.
So, okay, that's why they can make these movies,
yeah.
because Robert is buying every
I've
fucking
got
version
the
of them.
DVD and I got the Super Blu-ray.
But before we bore everyone,
Yeah.
that is all we can say about that movie.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Watch it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a step in the right direction where DC sort of can look back on this and make better choices in the future.
And this movie is, it has become a part of history already, because
I
it
think
is
so. It's
like for women out there, you know, fucking power to you.
Actually, it's so refreshing to not have a dude being
Exactly.
all like, oh, I'm a dude, I'm very serious, I am the Batman. And then you have the other guy that's exactly the same, like, yeah, I'm Superman, yeah, I'm exactly Batman, but without the suit. And it's so nice to see a female role. And she starts off very naive, you know, because what's the rest of the world?
Yeah, yeah.
If you know Wonder Woman
Yeah,
history.
if you know anything. The
But,
Amazons.
we'll leave it at that. We'll not bore you because we've already been babbling for like 10 minutes about
Yeah,
this.
yeah, I'm sorry.
or
Like, as soon
less.
as we start talking comic book stuff, I'm off running.
Yeah, and as soon as we start talking about fighting, I am very intrigued.
Yeah.
so I can talk about the fights in this movie in detail forever.
But we'll save that for when I've seen it, so I can also say stuff.
Yes, we'll talk about it more next week.
I'm gonna try to see it on
Yeah.
Sunday. Next
Spoiler free. Expect it to be DC and you'll be fine.
Sunday. Actually, we could probably do a spoiler one then, if we just give a heads up. Because now we've given
Yeah.
a heads up.
Yeah, but we can take
And
it
then we
at
could
the
do it
end
more-
of the next
Yeah,
episode,
yeah.
because then people can sort of turn off, shut up.
That's a good deal. I think so. Good.
So if you guys want us to sort of think about something in particular, just holla.
And one last question for you.
See.
How many heroes out of 5 does Wonder Woman get?
How many heroes?
Yeah.
Oh, she gets like 5 for me.
Five-
Like,
five out of 5?
Yeah, 5 out of 5. I really, really enjoyed Wonder Woman.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, next week, when you've had the movie settled in,
Yeah. I need to
and
watch
hopefully
it.
I've seen it,
Yeah, I might need to rewatch it.
we'll do another one and see if you still are on 5, which is good. I like this.
But right now, what I take out of a movie is the way I feel after. Because right now, I thought that a lot of things sucked, but I thought it had a lot of keeps. And when you leave the cinema and you sort of want to fight, like, I don't mean that I literally want to punch things,
Oh, but
but I got that energy,
you
that
feel the
boost,
testosterone pumping, and you just want to.
that, and I want to be creative, or I want to lift, or I want to, like,
Yeah.
box, or, you
I
know,
was
like,
just gonna say, because
Yeah.
now this is again going back to the Mad Max experience.
Exactly.
You came out of that, or we came out of that cinema and just were nuts and like,
Exactly. And this
we
is
need
getting,
to create.
and when we say grab inspiration from wherever the fuck you can, this is pretty much
Yeah,
what we're talking
prime
about.
example.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, moving on.
Moving on. Heroes. No.
That was actually pretty funny on the last one. But yeah, if you haven't yet, please support Sketchbook Heroes on podcast, the app on iOS, and rate us, because rating really helps. I've seen that some of you already gone into the Swedish iTunes and voted on the podcast. I've seen some from the US as well.
Thank you, guys.
And the rest of the world I can't really see, but those two I've managed to sort of glimpse into. And we would be really appreciative if you could support us there.
Yeah.
Because it's, I think, the single one most important place where you can support us.
Yeah. Right now, at least.
Right now, yeah.
And we talked about this earlier, but now we are on YouTube,
Exactly.
and well, yeah, we might as well drop this bomb now, I guess. Like,
do it.
we want to live stream our podcast. Obviously,
Yeah.
we want you guys to be a part of this as much as we can.
Yeah, exactly.
To see what we do and what we look like and how much we sweat and stink.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And so, in order to do this, like, if we want to live stream this show, we need to get up to 200 followers.
Yeah, 250 in
250.
total, but we already have those first 50,
Oh, okay.
but we don't have any content there yet. So.
I am gonna work on it. Sorry, I've been super busy.
Robert is busy.
I'm always busy. I always have excuses. That's-
so am I.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know. I know. I've got no excuses. I'm just
it's
lazy.
fine. Yeah, that's cool.
Uh,
We accept.
But yeah, so it would be really epic if you guys could just go in and subscribe to our YouTube channel,
Exactly.
Sketchbook Heroes.
And we'll change the bio link on Sketchbook Heroes Instagram to YouTube
Yeah,
So
that
you
way you can just go in and click there.
in our profile. Yep.
Smart.
Sketchbook Heroes Instagram.
Cool.
And if you want to get hold of us, we're pretty much Sketchbook Heroes on all platforms
Yeah.
except Twitter.
Oh yeah, we don't have a Twitter.
No, we don't.
No.
The name was too long. I made one like Sketchbook Heroes, but I don't want to use it because it sucks.
Yeah.
It annoys me.
Who needs it?
Exactly. You can find us there
Yeah.
by name.
But yeah, anything else we need to promote while we're promoting?
No.
No.
Just rate us, love
Yeah,
us,
rate us, subscribe to the YouTube.
complain.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. And we're back.
Yeah. Oh man,
that was funny.
Retards.
Yeah. So, last week, when we had Bouquet in the show, we managed to offend someone and get some yeah, apparently Robert did. We didn't actually know what the issue was, so we listened to it again. But I posted it on Instagram, okay? Someone got offended that we said that people ask about what pencil is that. And Robert said something along the line of the kind you draw with,
Idiot.
or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was a joke.
Yeah,
but if you
that is
don't
a
know
joke.
Robert, it came off as like throwing an insult to everyone who ever asked that question.
Yeah, and I do apologize for like making it sound that way.
Yeah.
It was like I get caught up in the moment and I just want to say funny random stuff.
Yeah, and
sometimes, I mean, if you're only listening and you're not seeing the face that comes with the comment, then obviously you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just want to apologize if anybody actually got really upset for me calling them an idiot, which I didn't. I'm just saying, you know, that's a pen, you draw with it.
Yeah.
You not smart person.
And and now he offended someone else. No. But the thing is, we encourage people to ask, okay?
Yeah.
And we posted, because the comment came from our website, sketchbookheroes.com. And I thought that it was a really good question. Because I really want you to call us and stuff. You know, like, I don't want you to like, oh, they always speak the truth. Yeah.
No, of course not.
Because we're not a religion. You don't have to believe in our doctrine because we don't have one.
Exactly. We've said this a billion times.
Exactly. And you should take what you find valuable from this podcast, take that. The rest, discard it. You know, because some of the things that we say will work for you. Some other shit, you will be like, who the fuck are these aliens? And that is also fine.
It's like we don't understand what we're saying half of the time.
Exactly. Remember that this podcast is in no way scripted.
Exactly.
It's conversational.
Yeah.
And when you have a conversation, you grab it by the pussy. Pretty much. No.
Oh, you had to.
Yeah, I had to. Because I think it's just that type of stupid shit that you say sometimes.
Yeah.
But you don't have time to reflect it because you're in the moment.
Exactly.
So take what is good and sort of discard the rest. And call us on it.
Yeah.
Because we don't mind.
Like, I think this is the best example because now you saw what happened. Somebody did, like, comment on it and, like, tell us off a bit.
Exactly. And didn't leave a contact, though, because I would sort of love to reach out.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if you're listening, then, again, I'm sorry if you got offended. That wasn't really what I was planning to do.
No.
But, I mean, something happened. We've got over 40 comments on the Instagram.
On a text post.
Exactly.
Like,
that
I just screenshotted
insane.
the thing. I put it there. I asked for your opinions, and so many of you just like, or it's not many of you, but some of you were really dedicated.
Yeah.
And just gave us your 2 cents.
And fantastic. Like, I think
and
all
such a
the
good
comments,
tone.
Yeah, all the comments were great.
And a fucking essay as well.
Exactly.
They were like super long.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, these people really like.
I didn't even have anything to add, but I had to comment just because I wanted to comment. Like, and even that short sort of little thing became also like a smaller essay, just me explaining how I think about stuff.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think it's fantastic. And this is from one negative feedback comment.
Yeah.
So that's what we're saying. Like, we're not sad that this person wrote us and said something bad. We're happy about this because you're giving us something to work with.
Exactly.
We've been telling you guys this like from the start. Like, I can't even talk anymore. I'm too excited.
Yeah. But I think this is...
It's great.
Because
Like,
it feels like we're having a dialogue with you.
Yeah.
Even if it was on a negative note, it's still like... I think we will come out like... And when I say we, I mean like us and you guys. We will come out stronger from this. You know, like we'll understand each other. So the next time, I think how I live my life, or at least how I... Like when people say stupid shit... I always try to think of the sort of the intent that has. Like, is this person trying to be an asshole? Or are they just formulating it really poorly?
Yeah.
Because that happens. I know people that, when they talk, they're like fucking Tobias Fünke from Arrested Development. They can't hear themselves say the stupid shit that they do.
Yeah.
And am I going to call on, like, if it's something they do all the time?
Yeah, you can't.
Like, I don't think I can change people that much. You know, I can say like, oh, dude, please don't say that because it sort of gets to me. But, you know, if the intent is not there,
Then
and it's,
you just let it slide.
I personally do.
Yeah.
But I really love that this person did not let this slide.
Yeah.
Because it was good.
Yeah.
I think we had a really good discussion. And I sort of want to name drop now because...
Yeah, I mean, we had so many good participants.
Oh, it was so good.
What was his name? Robert Ekblom Art.
Oh, he was really good, right?
Yeah.
Ilias had some things to say.
Ilias too. Yeah,
But it was through Sketchbook Heroes.
Oh yeah.
No,
but I was super happy that we got that response.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show that, you know, something negative can become something very positive.
Exactly. And some of the people that took their time was Storyboard, Furl One Studio, thank you. Then we had Miss Ninja Cookie,
Of course.
our own Melanie, who's awesome.
Always.
Yes. And Tobias Mattsson had something to say. And also Bouquet joined in
Thank you.
and had some very valid points that we will touch upon just in a sec. And then we had also, there's Keenar had some things to say. And Papkins.
And Rookie Toon.
And Rookie Toon. And Choicho.
Choicho.
No, but we really appreciate that you guys took the time to write. Because we could have a dialogue with you, clear things up, and also, you know, sort of have a dialogue about it, which I thought was awesome because it became a bit more personal than us just talking straight out to the air.
And it's really interesting just seeing what people think about it. Like,
Exactly.
everybody had a different opinion, but it was the same opinion, sort of.
Yeah, but
Or something different to say, but the same opinion, I guess.
Exactly, and everyone was on a different level artist.
Yeah.
Like some are really
Like top level.
top level, some are just beginning their journey. Us in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just super interesting seeing, like, okay, so because obviously we've all been in that situation where we've wanted to ask what pen is that, or what pen are you using, and it's just so interesting. And like, yeah, I mean, we're gonna dive into this anyways.
Yeah.
So
let's just do that.
let's do it. We're diving in.
So the reason, like, we're not against, like, first of all, we're not against people asking. Like, I could talk art tools. I did talk art tools just like after that episode.
And he does.
I was talking.
Always.
I was talking about, you know, like jelly rolls for highlights from the new piece that I'm working on.
And that's not a candy, folks. That's a pen.
Exactly. It's a pen. And then we talked about Copic, the opaque white that they have. And we just talked this nerdy shit. And I encourage everyone to do that. But what Bouquet sort of pointed out was when you meet another artist that has a little, like, not a ginormous, but a following. That is where people are engaged and comment. You get a lot of questions of what pencil is that?
Yeah.
And sometimes you write it out in the post. Like tools used, Copics, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I almost always do.
Yeah. And people don't read it.
No.
And they just like, what pen is that?
exactly.
That is part of the frustration.
Yeah.
And also that rephrasing that question could be of more value.
Yes.
If you just asked it a bit differently, why is that artist sort of using the pen like that? And what is the sort of desired use of, like you could formulate the question in a way that could give you more.
Yeah.
Like, why that pen? And then the artist might say, oh, well, on this paper, this pen is causing, because of the texture, this pen is acting a bit differently. And that's why I'm using it, because it's creating this haze or this sort of, texture or something.
And that would be really difficult to, like, that answer would not come from what pen do you use.
No. I would just say,
you're like,
Sakura, my fine liner, like
yeah,
the
exactly.
liner.
You just answer sort of bluntly the way you got the question,
Mm-hmm.
So try to reformulate everything. Like, think twice. That's all I'm asking.
And read the caption before.
Exactly. Because normally I don't take a lot of time writing my captions, but I do take time writing my captions. And sometimes they can be pretty long. And I always save the materials for the last part. So I can understand that people miss it, but it is there. And if there is text, I normally always read it when I look at other artists, because I want to see what they wrote. I want to know, maybe they're writing their thoughts on creating this piece. There's always something to pick up from the comments or the, what do you call it? Caption, thank you. So, like, take a second, read it, and then take a second to respond or reply to it. So just take a second.
Yeah. And one more thing that Bouquet sort of touched upon that I sort of wanted to say, but I just couldn't formulate it, is that we don't laugh at artists asking the question, but it's sort of like when you have a following and you get the same questions through email, through DMs, on comments, on Twitter, on Facebook, when people reach out to you, like, what sketchbook is that? And can you draw me? It's a repeated stream of the same question. And someone said, like, oh, why don't you just have a FAQ?
Yeah.
Because no one reads them.
No, exactly.
Like, no one's going to go to iliaspatlis.com or sketchbookheroes.com and read the FAQ for the tools that we use, because the tools that we use are ever changing.
Yeah.
Like, we have some that sort of, you use all the time.
Yeah, for me, it is pretty much the same all
But
the time.
I still mean, like, nobody's going to go to a FAQ. They don't even read the caption on the site that they're on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No one's going to, like, go to my profile, click the link, go to the page, find the FAQ. They're just going to be like, "Fuck you! What pen is that?" Like.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, exactly.
So that is where so it's more of it's a difficult question to tackle, because it's always sort of coming back, and there's no good way of giving that answer. Like, even if I make a dedicated post with all the markers, because I've done this several times, like, these are my current tools. I have these pens, this, that. This is the computer that I use. This is the iPad that I use. This is software that I use. And what happens 2 days later?
What pen is that?
Exactly. So we're not laughing at people asking the question.
No, we're laughing at the question,
situation.
I guess,
Yeah,
or,
it's the sort of the situation, the frustration that comes with getting it so much.
Yeah.
So it's not really, and that it comes usually in a sort of blunt way.
Yeah.
Without any afterthought.
It's like, it's impossible for us to read how you're asking that question.
What
are you angry at us? Is that what it is?
What pen is that? What pen are you using? No. So it has a lot of
many layers.
Yeah.
Which I think also just want to give again Papkin's shout out, because I really liked her answer or her comment, which was the fact that you just pick your random, like, you have pens all over the place when you're drawing your stuff, and you just grab something and you start doing something, and you didn't even think about what you did. It's just adding layers and layers and layers. And I like the fact that she's like, well, instead of asking what pen you used or materials, like, how many layers do you think you've made in this piece, or just... Because that would make me think as an artist, and like, shit, yeah, I wonder how many fucking layers I've done here. You know, and it just makes you think. So turn your question around. And
reformulate, I think, is one of the best takeaways from this. Is like when you ask what pencil, maybe have a sort of rephrase it in a way. Like, of course, if you just want to know the brand and try the brush pen, maybe invest a bit more in your comments.
Yeah, it's like, I'm really interested in blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
What pen is it?
Yeah, exactly. I really want to... Exactly. Where can I... Like, where did you get it? Or like, oh, I really love the effect that you're getting from that pen.
Exactly.
Would really love to try that out. What pen is it? Or like, you know, that I think that is better.
Yeah, so you just add that little bit of extra time.
Because it's when people come to your account and they're like, nice, check out my account. I have a lot of work that I think you would like.
Yeah.
That is self-promoting.
Exactly.
You don't, I think that the social media is about exchanging value.
Yeah.
I give you something of value, you give me something of value. So for example, with the podcast, we try to give you information that we've sort of experienced ourselves.
Yeah.
And we hope that brings you value. What we ask sometimes is that you go in on iTunes and vote. That brings value back to us so that we can continue doing this.
Exactly. Circle of life.
Exactly. I really, and on my live streams, for example, I do a lot of live streams on Instagram. And some of you have been very active there. Like Julia Nordlöf, Ingvild, Choi Cho, Velusar. I'm forgetting someone. Demi.
Oh yeah, I love that person.
No, but some of you have really invested. Sorry for forgetting people. It's super hard with the nicknames because sometimes I don't know sort of what they mean.
I'm just impressed you remember that many.
That many.
Yeah.
And Emmy was also there. Thank you. But what I mean is that I try to give you guys something back. That's why I do the live streams. I could be drawing in the dark for all anyone cares, you know, like. But I want to sort of like when I drew this latest piece, that little flower girl that my daughter came up with, and I interpreted it.
Yeah, I think
interpreted it. Let's never say that again. Yeah, I wanted to sort of share the process because it was something that I was very sort of comfortable with, and knew that I could sort of talk you guys through it. It was a bit of a slow process because it's live, but I think a lot of people sort of appreciated it. Like I said, like, oh, I'm doing this because of that. I'm filling in some really darks in these like little areas to make everything else pop. And I've posted so many progress shots for you guys to sort of take it in. I posted
Only 7.
Oh, you've counted them.
Yes.
Sweet. And I was like, shit. And I asked you guys if you thought it was too much, but apparently you're appreciating it. And I posted a grayscale one just to show you the value range. And it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to sort of walk you through it, because I couldn't record it on YouTube Live or whatever, because we need 200 more followers to get access.
Subscribe.
No, but that again is the value that we would love you to bring to us.
Yeah.
If you have time or interested in us live streaming, you know. But that being said, it's like we bring value to each other. That's why I do the live streams, because I love interacting with you guys. I don't want 10,000 followers that do nothing, and I do nothing. You know, like, I want to interact with all of them, and like in as much as you can, you know, with 10,000 people.
Yeah.
And I think that we can bring value to each other. You guys even Googled things for me while I was doing the live stream. You know how cool that is? I was like, oh, well, I can't just pop out because it'll stop the live stream. And you guys were like, oh, yeah, I'll Google that for you. You gave me the time, you know, like that's bringing value to me while I live stream. It's small little things, but we're exchanging. I'm answering your questions and drawing.
Interaction.
Yeah, and that exchange is important. Yeah. And it's just as important in the comments. If you want your favorite artists to sort of reply to you, they have like 300k followers, okay? If you want them to see your answer, you have to put some value into it. You have to, because just saying like, oh, dude, you're awesome is always, like, your art is always awesome, blah, 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 blah. That's all fine and well, but there's another 14 of those to 500 of those comments. Yeah. I'm not saying don't do that. I think it's fine that you do.
What works for me is I add a curse word.
Exactly.
It actually works.
Yeah, really?
Like, yeah, I'm like, dude, you're so fucking awesome, or this piece is really fucking insane, or you know, if I can't express something
Yeah.
more to say like you did this really great, and I'm tired or whatever, I just want to leave a comment.
Yeah.
I add a curse word, and I normally get a reply back. So that's
Fuck off, you're blocked.
That's a tip.
Yeah. So it's all about. Apparently, Robert brings value with cursing, and no, but
It emphasizes the amount of fucking
awesome.
epicness, you know. See, even there, I couldn't help myself. It's fucking epic.
and I think that is like when you like something, and you can sort of go all nerdy about it. Just fucking do that, because I think it'll sort of like. Sometimes I love eyebrows. Everybody knows by now that I love fucking eyebrows. Fucking eyebrows. Okay, that's a terrible word. I love fucking eyebrows. Okay.
The best episode ever.
Yeah, I'm not cutting any of this out. But what I'm saying is, I really love eyebrows. So when someone posts like a selfie with awesome eyebrow game, or just draws a character with like emphasized eyebrows or a close up, and I go batshit. I'm like, oh my god, I love this piece. But those eyebrows are rocking. I was like, your brow game is so blah, 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 blah. You know, I can go on with... I don't know what it is about eyebrows
That's so
that
funny.
sort of like gets me. But it's like following the makeup accounts.
Yeah.
I don't do makeup in any way. Except like some light makeup when you draw. But not even that is like sort of, you know, like it's not that much makeup. But I still enjoy it somehow. And I think it's eyebrows. I think eyebrows and eyes...
Noses for me. I love noses.
Oh, but so do I. They're
Like,
so distinct.
yeah.
Yeah, they're so personal. And
Yeah.
and eyebrows have the same thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
change someone's eyebrows, that's a different person. They look like fucking, you know,
Yeah,
I
look at
should-
Jared Leto as the Joker. There you go.
no eyebrows. I haven't seen anything about that. I don't like it. But yeah, be specific. If you're a geek about something. Like, oh my god, you have that old vintage Turtles t-shirt that everyone has now.
Geek the fuck out.
Geek the fuck out,
Yeah,
because it
man.
reaches that person in another way than like, awesome t-shirt, bro.
Exactly. Because normally, or most likely, this person is the same amount of geek you are, or maybe more,
Yeah.
and will appreciate that comment very much.
And if you know some specific trivia about something that I've posted or that your favorite artist has posted, like when I wrote to, oh shit, who was it? Someone did like Big Trouble in Little China. The first episode that we ever did. We recorded it 3 times, 3 separate occasions. But that movie means so much to us. And I've rewatched it and it sucks so much balls.
I can't find my copy.
But it's so good and nostalgic and fun. And Kurt Russell does his best performance ever.
I'm going to tattoo him on myself, just so you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
I need
Old
it.
or young?
No,
or Jack
from-
Burton?
Yeah,
Ah,
Jack
sweet.
Burton.
Jack
all
Burton.
the way. All the way.
Drew Struzan style.
Yes.
Sweet.
I was just going to say.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, if you like something specific, I did that. I went in and I was like, dude, this movie, this scene, that joke, blah, 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 something. What happened? They respond because you're connecting, you're bringing value, you're bringing a memory
Yeah.
to that. They can relate to that memory. They will reply.
Yeah.
Sometimes they might miss it because, 300,000 followers
Yeah, exactly.
is like when you can see like 70 or 50 comments
Yeah.
or like interactions on Instagram and then the rest just disappears.
Yeah. It disintegrates.
Exactly. But bring value. It's all about giving value to get value back. It's an exchange, especially when you have a like humongous following.
Yeah. I mean, even for me now, like, because I tried, and I obviously need to share this. I guess we could do this as a tool thing, maybe. But
¿Dónde
Bouquet,
está?
Bouquet shared her little secret last week with drawing famous bloggers
Yeah,
from Instagram or whatever.
exactly.
So I tried that out yesterday,
Yes.
and it worked.
Of course it does.
Because that was the thing, like, I don't have notifications on, so I can't, like, I never see what happens. But, so I did that, I posted it. I didn't really think she was going to see it, because she has 400 something thousand
Thousand?
followers.
Yeah.
So obviously I was like, this is just gonna vaporize into
Yeah,
nothingness.
exactly.
But then I logged in and it was just like so many new followers.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck just
What
happened?
just happened? Yeah.
And I tried scrolling down, but it was too late. Like I couldn't see that she had.
Oh,
Posted
you
it.
even lost the
She didn't tag me in the pictures, so it didn't pop up that way. She just wrote me in the text.
Okay.
But yeah,
Always tag in the picture.
but that was amazing. So thank you very much, Lynn. Amazing, Lynn Allborg.
Worst mention ever.
Yeah, but you know me.
Girl blonde.
Sorry,
Cool.
I'm not checking it out right now. Sorry, Lynn Allborg. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Lynn Allborg, Swedish blogger. Check her out if you like the blogs.
Definitely.
I did a super duper quick little sketch. Like all my Copics are dried out, so I just wanted to do something fun with those. But yeah, she liked it, and now I have like 200-300 new followers, which is amazing. So good tip, everybody.
Yeah, and I've done it with Sarah Luhu. I've done it with the Swedish blogger Kissy, and I think that brought me like 1,600 new followers.
Holy
Just
fuck! Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that was before Instagram did magic and everything got fucked up. So engagement is crazy down.
Yeah.
Same thing with something I want to say, that if you guys want to sort of see my live streams or do something, because I do quite a lot of them and I try to share a lot of tips and like pricing advice for freelance stuff that we've talked about without mentioning, specific clients. But some people have had like commission questions and stuff like that. We've covered that. But if you want to be part of the live streams, if you go into, because I stream through my personal account, Ilias Patlis, because that brings more followers, and Instagram has sort of put a cap on how many get notified. So it's usually like 10 to 20 people, and sometimes not even that, depending on the hour you live stream.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to be part of those live streams until we can sort of get YouTube to work, just go into my account, and press like, it gives you notifications. They're like the 3 dots.
Yep.
Those settings things. Just put that on, because otherwise you will be missing these.
Yeah. I don't do as many live streams as Ilias, but I do every now and then. Every now and then. So yeah, Robert Ekblom art. That's me.
This is the most self-promoting episode ever.
Yeah, we might as well.
No, but the thing is, what I mean is, I try to bring you value. I try to give you the things that we talk about on the episodes. I try to go deeper if you guys want to ask me follow-up questions, because listening to the podcasts gives you a good idea, but asking me live, and I can actually talk to you, although you only can write, we can talk.
I mean, there's no guarantee we're going to cover everything you need to know about this subject when we're talking in the podcast.
Yeah,
so
we have
obviously,
to limit it.
Yeah, just ask us.
Yeah.
And live stream.
And in the future, when we do the YouTube live stream thing, and you can actually see the podcast as well, we might pick questions live, this person has a really good question I think we should answer related to the topic. Then you can do that. So definitely subscribe to our Instagram account, so put on push notifications. I promise you we won't bomb you with stuff, because we don't.
We don't have time.
Yeah. So every now and then we do them. I do them maybe twice a week right now, give or take.
Yeah, I do them maybe once every 2 weeks. Maybe.
So
I'm lazy.
And if you can't find us, just go into Sketchbook Heroes Instagram account and just find us. We're tagged in our own posts.
Yes. Narcissists.
But I think, is that what we're going to say? Always ask about the tools, but don't ask in just what pen is that?
Yeah.
Maybe bring some value to the person that you want answering your questions. Because if I have 10 questions, I'm only going to reply to the ones that I think sort of put some time to it.
Yeah.
I try to reply to all, say a thanks at least.
Yeah, me too.
But sometimes, I can read the comments and then I don't have time to answer.
Yeah.
But some of them I want to answer, because I'm like, this person has a genuine question. And I might not have time to thank everyone, but I can at least answer that question.
Yeah.
And I think it's just bring some value. the way you use that pen is super cool. How do you get that gold effect, and what pen is that?
Yeah.
Because I really want to try this out. That for me shows like, oh, this person genuinely wants to know and doesn't just want things from me.
And that's the thing, like, when I get that question, what pen do you use? I don't feel like the person has even looked at my image or the picture that I've drawn. Like, I feel like they don't give a shit. They just ask that to get, like, notice me, follow me. Or, you know,
But
that's
it's the
what
follow
my
for
brain...
follow and stuff like that. Like,
that's what my brain automatically
check
goes
out my
to.
gallery.
And that's why I get, like, I don't get upset, but I can get annoyed when I get that question. So, you know, just, take a second, look at the image that has been drawn, ask a question.
Yeah.
Easy.
And you don't always have something to say, but make the effort, you know. Because sometimes I want to say something, but I don't have the words for it. That's fine. Then I just write, awesome image, dude. I really like this. You know, like,
Yeah, but if that's
bit
the
better
thing.
than that.
If I write something like that, I do not expect a
I don't
reply back.
No.
It's just expressing more
Okay.
than just a little heart.
You know why I do that? Because I know that when you comment on someone's work, even if my comment is not bringing like value in the sense of like for the artwork, I still bring traffic to their account.
Of course.
And that is another exchange that I can sort of do for this artist, because I might not be able to buy his art, but if I can leave a comment on this piece and a like, that'll drive his traffic. And I try to do a lot of exchange. Like someone just, I don't remember who it was now, but was super happy because I saw someone liking my account, like just a random like, you know, at a, like no one else was liking it. And then just one like came in and I was just scrolling.
Yeah, but something
I was just checking my
obviously
feed.
Curious.
Yeah. And I just went into their account and I liked something. And they were super happy about it. And like, oh my God, this guy that I've been following, blah, 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 just liked my stuff, you know.
That's so cute.
On their like Instagram stories.
Yeah.
That is super fun. That gives me value.
Fuck. Oh, and I love that.
And then I want, like,
so cute.
I really like the interactions. Like, it doesn't have to be giving me compliments.
No.
It could be in the form that I see that you sort of like, you have a question and I see that you put some time in it. You wrote it in a way that sort of, because if you spend time formulating a question that is for your own gains, if I see that you put time in that question, I will sort of feel obliged. Like, oh, this person genuinely asked me something about a skill that I have, and I will do my best to answer it.
Yeah.
And give tips and links or whatever the hell is needed.
Yeah. And you're really good with that. I am not very good at that.
I even write thank you to all the comments that I get, or like most of them. Like,
yeah, I do
95%. Like even like, oh cool, bro, or like a weird emoticon that I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, same. No, but I mean, like, I'm not skilled in tools and stuff the way you are, because you are like super duper into it. Like you research stuff and you know stuff. You remember things. I
also want to say thank you to Veronique123.
And
if that was the numbers.
Jonathan Mathisen, thanks, man.
Yeah.
For your weird comments always.
Yeah, dude. Didn't really get it, but kind of got it. But you sounded angry.
Yeah. Maybe you should take a step back and like rephrase your question.
Step down from your high horse and just know.
But yeah, so maybe my answers might not be super intellectual, but they're all about the love. So, yeah, and always the praying hands thing. Yes. Thank you. Everybody, thank you. But yeah, so I think that kind of wraps up today's topic, I would say.
See.
So, with that said, keep in mind, we still need your support on YouTube. I'm going to say that the last time. So, go subscribe, because we need your help. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to do this. So
we'll find another way, bud. We'd rather do it this way.
Yeah, it makes it a whole lot easier for us. Plus, we feel appreciated. So, please.
Value.
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah. Cool, guys. Woo! Let's move on. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook heroes. And we're back.
We're back.
We've moved on
We haven't moved.
Ilias has sent in papers to start his company. It's
Yes.
now happening. I'm waiting for some confirmations from my bank and some shiznits that I can't explain in English.
But he's gonna be a business.
But I'm going to be a businessman.
Yeah.
So I'll have my own company called Ilias Patlis Art that I will never say. I will just market myself as Ilias Patlis.
That's weird.
And also do any paid gig through my own company now. And not like all these weird sort of services. So I can
awesome.
expense my art tools.
Fantastic.
So that is cool. I'm super happy.
Congrats.
Yeah. I also got a tip for some sketchbooks, by the way.
You
Just
did?
on another topic entirely. Yep. I don't remember if it was... Yeah, I think it was Emis, actually. The girl that found us through YouTube. That we shouted on the Sketchbook Heroes
Insta.
Instagram. Yeah, 2 portraits in 1 image that
Yeah.
she did. She gave us the tips about a sketchbook that I don't remember the name of, but I will try to order it because it was like toned gray paper.
Nice. That's what I use, but mine is pretty bad. It's cheap.
Yeah, I don't know the thickness of the pages or anything. I'm just gonna go in, Mr. Google. She said she ordered it from Sweden,
Oh, okay.
so we are from Sweden.
Nice.
Also, thanks King for The Office. That we've forgotten for like 10 episodes.
Oh, but we didn't
Except-
talk about hookers or alcohol or
I
anything.
know.
Damn it.
Shame.
Yeah.
Such a shame. King is probably very disappointed.
I wish I was drunk now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Every time you say alcohol in that context, I just think of the time that they had beers and they were all alcohol free.
Yeah, I know. But it still sort of helped, placebo.
Yeah.
Like,
So that was first episode, I think, right?
yeah, first or second.
Can you believe it, guys? We're 21 episodes.
It's crazy.
It's cray-cray.
Yeah, there you go, Humpus. Fuck you, man.
I don't know who Humpus is, but fuck you, man.
Because he said 7 or 8 was the
8.
breaking point.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that the guy? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So we're double the amount, man.
Oh, yeah, and talking about... I had
I don't
someone...
mean to fuck you, sorry.
Actually, regarding... I said that we had 2 issues.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going to take this one quick.
Do it.
Don't remember the name. Me something. Oh, man, these names. I'm trying to remember, but I keep forgetting.
Yeah, maybe we should just stop trying.
Remembering? No, I want to shout them out. 'Cause they're
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, but we shouldn't shout them out if we don't know their names.
P
Yeah,
me. No, but we got some feedback that we have a lot of language in the podcast.
Yeah, we speak Swedish and English, sometimes Greek,
And that's why
maybe
we-
a little bit of Mexican.
And we usually do it. It wasn't really intentional, I guess, in the beginning. We didn't actually think about it. It's just something that we do.
And you mean foul language?
Yeah,
then.
foul language.
Yes. Or bad language.
Cussing.
Cussing.
Kissing.
What up, cuz?
Cuz. Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
cursing a lot. A lot of
Fuck, shit, cunt, anus, penis.
bananas. Oh, that's not our...
Bananas?
Bananas?
Yeah, that became a curse word now.
Boom.
There you go.
Yeah. And I think the reason that we use it is just, I don't know.
For me, it's spontaneous.
And we also use it to emphasize stuff that annoys us, just to try to exaggerate the point of some
Exactly.
things. Because sometimes I think, like, me saying, like, oh, that is, you should get paid well. And if they don't offer you good pay, you should be upset. You know what I mean? No, fuck that. You should take...
You should
blah,
get
blah,
your fucking money.
You should get your fucking money.
Yeah.
They should fucking get in line with the program. You know, like,
Exactly.
that stuff sort of, like...
It just helps get the point across.
I think it's more of, like, getting the point across through exaggeration.
Yeah. Easy.
When I talk to businesses, I don't say like, "Oh, fucking pay me, bitch." Blah blah blah. Whoa, whoa,
You
whoa.
don't?
That would be weird emails.
Yeah, that would.
Like, dear Wacom, fuck you, man. Where's my money? Where's my money, man? You know, no.
fuck you, pay me.
Pay me. Where's my money? Where's my fucking money?
Yeah.
But yeah,
No.
we just use it to emphasize some stuff that we think that is important. So when you hear us cursing, hopefully some of
deal
the times,
Just,
deal with
just
it.
fucking deal with it.
Because if you don't deal with it, Robert says you're stupid.
Exactly. Don't make me mock you.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll have something to talk about in the next
Yeah.
episode. Like, this week we offended these people. No, but remember that this podcast is actually put on explicit
Yes.
because foul language does occur. sometimes with hookers and cocaine for no reason.
Yeah, just
And-
because.
Just because.
That's what we do.
Because.
Again with the cuz.
Yeah. So yeah. Sometimes it's to emphasize, sometimes it's because of bad habits. No matter what, it's explicit. And it doesn't show up in India because it's explicit. True
Really?
story. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I have a friend, awesome artist, Shiraj, that I said I was going to post, but we'll shout him up on sketchbookheroes.com and you can check him out because we need to shout people out. So that's going to be a thing. Yeah, we totally forgot to say that.
Good. Thanks.
All right, yeah.
I totally
One
forgot.
thing we're going to sort of start doing, I know that the podcast has a bigger following than the actual Instagram account.
Yeah.
So I don't know who the hell's listening, but you're awesome, apparently, because
Yeah,
you're
thank you.
listening.
High five.
Super. Yeah, nice. So we're going to start shouting some people out. We're going to shout a lot of people that are following the podcast and that we sort of deem worthy. No, but things that sort of...
worthy.
No, but I mean, like, we're going to shout people that sort of like, oh, shit, this is cool. We're not going to shout out, like, we're going to shout out art that we sort of find interesting, but we're mainly going to keep it to people that follow the page and that, like, wake our interest, that use the hashtag Sketchbook Heroes.
Yes.
Because it's a very small hashtag, which is awesome. It's like 600 or 500 something tags on it. Most are mine.
Also mine.
And also Robert's, yeah. But I know that a lot of you, like Nick Shine, Rookie Tune, Velosaurus put some,
Ninja
Cookie, some other people that I like have also posted. And it's super awesome.
Yeah.
Because I check it every day or every other day. And keep doing it.
Yeah,
And-
it's going to be a great way for us to like connect with you even more. I mean, I wanna do it with pretty much everybody that I can,
Yeah.
just to try and get as much interaction from everybody.
Yeah.
Like, you know, don't be afraid to tell us that you would like getting shouted
yeah.
out or whatever. If you need help, if you're stuck on an illustration, you know, what better way is there than we posting it, asking people what they think, and just getting like 1 billion different people seeing and commenting on it.
Or we can do paint overs. Cause
one or two.
I can record a paint over in Procreate as well.
Yeah, and we talked about that not last time, the time before.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great idea too. And yeah, so you can hear like we have a lot of great plans coming up for this thing that we call a podcast right now. It's going to be more of a movement when we're finished because we're just going to try to do as much as we can with everything. So just tell all your friends, get more
please
active.
share the podcast. Like it doesn't matter if it's Instagram stories or if it's you repost an image that we have, like the episode cover thingies, like whatever you post
Anything.
about us or talk about us, mention us, helps.
Yeah.
It all helps. Like if we only get one new follower that checks out the podcast or something like that, that helps.
It's still one new follower.
It's one new person, joining Sketchbook Heroes.
Awesome.
And regarding the tagging your art with Sketchbook Heroes, also remember, like, please take quality photos, because if they're blurry images that we're not going to post them.
Yeah,
so
we need to be able to like see the art.
Yeah, exactly, on the page. So please keep them, like, take them in daylight, because the higher the quality, like, you don't have to be the best artist. We're not going to shout people that have like 300,000 followers.
And also don't be a private account, because
that we can't reach them. Yeah.
If you're an artist, why make it private?
That is the
it
worst.
Doesn't make any sense at all in my head. I can understand if you're doing like only food pictures and selfies. Go
Definitely.
ahead, make it private.
Or if you're posting pictures of your kids and you sort of only want some specific people to follow that is understandable. But if you say check out my art and you have a locked account, 99.9 percent of the time, no one will check. Someone that knows you might follow you for it, but the rest will probably not.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
So fuck that shit now and move on.
We moving on. Yeah, now we're going into my favorite area.
Down. Welcome to the retro. Lens flare.
JJ Lens Flare.
Yeah. Hey, where the fuck are the JJ Lens flare
Exactly.
pictures? Lens flare.
Yeah.
You guys were supposed to draw.
You were supposed to draw, you motherfucker.
Hashtag JJ Lens flare.
Yes.
Or was it Lens flare?
It's
not JJ
still the
Lens
same.
flare.
Yep. It was either the Frenchie or the normally.
Yeah. Hashtag bro. Hashtag.
Yeah. So today on Sketchbook Heroes Retro, we're talking
About that goddamn kid on the escalator.
again.
Yeah, I know, but I had to sort of tie it in to
that
make
was
sense.
good. That was great. But yeah, so we're talking Mallrats. We're talking Kevin Smith.
Exactly. I thought you were going
yeah.
to throw in some more titles, but fuck you.
No. But we're
Nah.
pretty much centering, I think, Mallrats more or less, but also,
Yeah,
I guess, Clerks. And
Yeah.
Like the earlier works of Kevin Smith.
See, before it became weird.
Yeah,
Nah,
I still haven't seen, like, the newer stuff.
I
think,
haven't seen it either. It's not.
I think I'm going to like him because I'm, like, in love with the guy. I think he's awesome. He also commented on my picture of him.
I remember
which
it, and
is-
you said that you made him thinner than he is.
Yeah, it's so fucking awesome. Like, that's how cool he is. Like, he's like, I love you. You made me thinner.
yeah, that was the one, yeah.
So fucking
It's so cool.
Yeah, you know, that stuff makes my day.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Robert brought value, and he got value.
Exactly. I took, like, normally I paint something and it takes, like,
Some time.
not so long. This time I put in maybe 5 more minutes and it was worth it.
extra fun.
I don't remember how long it took. It was pretty, it was pretty easy, actually. That's why it became thinner, because it wasn't 100% accurate. Sorry, dude. But yeah, so Kevin Smith, I think he has shaped our childhood in a way that was insane. Like, yeah,
or
at
teenage
least,
years, I
yeah,
think. That's
yeah.
where you sort of,
yeah,
like 14.
yeah. I think 14 was.
I don't remember when Clerks came out, because that was the first one I saw.
I saw Mallrats because Eric brought it. He had it taped from Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that
Yeah,
was.
because I remember
that
you
was mine.
introducing me to that one, but I saw Clerks
And then-
before that, and I was like, oh, it's the
Yeah, I think
Jay and Silent Bob are in. That's how I sort of made the connection.
I think you saw it on TV 1000.
Oh,
Clerks,
yes, that's what it was.
right?
Fucking
Yeah.
good call. Because I had the sort of, I didn't have the channel, but I had the.
Because I remember.
Yeah, I could sort of freeze the channel, and you just have, like, on certain TVs, you could sort of watch the channels that you didn't have.
And this
but
is
you-
back in the day, kids, when you had
Yeah.
cable.
Exactly. And the TVs were thick as fucking houses. A poor family could move into them and have a good life. But these TVs were thick, and the channels you didn't have had sort of like, they either jumped like up and down, the channel like was shaking so you couldn't see.
Yeah.
But
Or you had that line.
exactly, the line that kept passing pretty fast, bothering. But on my TV, for some reason, you could freeze that. Like, it would sort of stop jumping and just have like a line that came every now and then. I don't know what happened, but that's the first time I saw Clerks. I was just sitting there, and this gray movie, like black and white movie, just started, and I was just watching it, and it was brilliant.
It is. I mean, to this day, it still holds up.
I don't know why. I was like 13. I had nothing to compare it to
Yeah.
except that I was a slacker.
Yeah.
You know, like
that's exactly what it was.
school and slacking, you know, like
And movies.
and movies, yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty much what it is. Because in that movie, it's not very much about comic books. It's just about being
he
sick of
wasn't-
work and,
Exactly.
like, talking movies. They're talking Star Wars and movies.
Yes.
Nerding out.
And it's a slow-paced movie.
Oh, yeah.
But the dialogue is friggin' gold. Like, it's the way that we talk.
It's like a nice Quentin Tarantino.
Exactly. Where you can sort of relate and not murder people.
Yeah.
Except the one person that dies.
Yeah.
But that is a weird death.
Yeah,
indeed.
that is so weird.
But the dialogue.
That's not even the weirdest thing.
No, that's not definitely
No.
not the weirdest thing.
What we're talking about it like we're not spoiling it, but yeah, if you haven't seen Clerks, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Oh my God, go see it now.
Yeah, no, it's really worth seeing just because of the dialogue.
It's over 20 years old now.
Oh shit! I'm
Yeah,
old.
it's insane. I have the 10-year anniversary edition. Like, what is it? A quadruple DVD.
Lol.
Yeah, that I got from my ex-girlfriend, which is like amazing.
And if-
Tattoo-san.
Yeah, and if you read about the people in these movies, like the guy that plays like Jason Mewes, whatever his name
Jason
is.
Mewes.
Mewes, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That plays Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. He was such a nice kid, and he's so opposite from the character that he plays in this movie.
Not at all, actually. He
And
was
he does-
100% his own character.
No, I thought that he said that he wasn't cursing or anything, and they had to sort of force it out of him.
that's when he was starting, like...
Well, yeah, on the,
That's okay. That's what you meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
I misunderstood. Yeah. No, he is like the way he is acting in the movie. They had to force that out of him when
Yeah.
he's normally that way. Like that's how he is as a normal guy. Always like he was the guy who whipped out his dick at a party, or just said stupid words
Really?
like snoochie boochies and stuff. Like all of that stuff is from him in real life. So it's based off of him, the character. And then when Kevin wanted him to be Jay, like he was so nervous.
Oh, because his parents were going to see it and everything. I think there were a lot of stuff like that. But it's fun to sort of read behind the scenes for it and then just watch it.
And he had to be like super stoned and drunk in the beginning to be able to pull it off. But he did.
But it's a funny movie, yeah.
And now he's super clean. Like he was battling super heroin addictions
Really?
and everything.
Did
Yeah,
not
he's
know.
been in and out of...
Yeah. Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, don't do it unless they're good. But all of those characters are pretty much like his friends almost, except Dante.
Yeah, but Dante was actually an actor. Yeah, like
It's so funny. Like they hired him just because he cried in the audition.
oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
because he
so
did
good.
like this monologue thing from I think Hamlet or whatever,
Oh, okay.
and he like got really emotional, started crying and delivering like super. And they're like, "Wow, he can cry. Yeah, he's really good."
But I'm not even supposed to be here today.
It's perfect.
It's so good, right? And what I love, my favorite character in this movie is Randall.
Oh yeah,
Like, I so bonded with Randall because that was the type of don't give a shit attitude that I sort of wanted. He worked at a video store. I wanted to work at a video store.
oh fuck yeah.
And I wanted to be, like, nonchalant like he was.
Yeah.
And semi-clueless, sort of. Know all your geek trivia, but don't give a shit about, like, actual work or anything.
Yeah.
And now I'm super work and
Oh,
exact
man.
opposite.
Yeah,
But
I know.
so good, though. Like, and the dialogue that they're having. It's about, like, Randall comes over and reads the porn magazines. he comes there and just reads magazines and, like, just hangs there while he's supposed to be working at the video store next door.
Plus, they bring up like topics about Star Wars that you would discuss with your friends.
Exactly.
Like, it's all like disappeared from my head, but yeah, I can't think of an example now for some reason. But it's hilarious. It's genius. It's sort of meta in a way.
Yeah.
It's genius.
And Randall is always the guy that sort of, like, he talks to Dante and he's like, but dude, it's this thing. And he tries to convince him, like, to suck his own dick, for example. And he just, like, rants about it for so long. He's like, fine, I'll do it. And he's like, you'd suck your own dick. Yeah, just like,
you're disgusting.
you're just, yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And just to sort of, like, so I think the early works of Kevin Smith was when he sort of had these, like, really good ideas. And if you listen to the Joe Rogan Experience podcast with Kevin Smith, he was like, I did the movies that I wanted to do. And now he just wants to do silly shit.
He still does.
And he doesn't do Mallrats anymore, Like, he
No.
doesn't do Clerks. He
It
doesn't do
is in the works though. Still, Mallrats 2. It's been in the works for five or 6 years.
I'm not expecting a movie there.
It was actually like it was greenlit. It was gonna happen, and
Okay.
then I don't remember who it
Yoga
was.
Hosers.
No, it was one actor that they like really needed. Just
that couldn't.
said no in the last second.
Better not be Hugh Jason Lee.
But Clerks 3 is also in the works. Like he has scripts for them all.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's done, and he's happy with them. So
No, yeah, cool. Because the other movies that aren't that popular, like Yoga Hosers or whatever the hell it's
Yeah,
called.
Yoga Hosers was one of the more recent ones.
And if you listen to the reasoning why he did these movies, like doing shitty movies or not, like it's not a good movie. Like people don't like it, but you're not the demographic usually.
No.
He said like I made it for girls the same age as his daughters or younger.
Yeah.
Because
Tweens.
yeah, exactly. Because he was thinking back to when he was a kid and he was watching these really cheesy flicks that did something to you as a kid. You sort of enjoyed them. And that was his sort of goal. And he was like, I've done the movies that I wanted to do. Now I just want to try some stuff.
Yeah.
And I really sort of respect that. The good movies to mention here are Clerks,
Mallrats.
Mallrats, Chasing Amy. And the best thing about these movies is that they are sort of like, they have some of the same actors in all of them.
Yeah. Dogma, I think, is also still good.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Because the cool thing about it is Ben Affleck is in like 2 or 3 of these as well.
Yeah, no,
3 of them,
he's
right?
in
Dogma,
like Ben Affleck is in
Mallrats.
Mallrats was the first one.
Yeah,
Chasing Amy,
Chasing Amy.
Dogma, Clerks 2, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh shit, he was in that one as well. Oh yeah. When they visit everyone to get the
Yeah. So I think, and Jersey Girl,
Jersey Girl, of course.
the
which is,
major flop.
I don't know, but the thing is, if you see it for the movie that it is, and don't think like, oh, what has Kevin Smith brought to us this time? It's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's one of those movies.
it's a romantic comedy-ish,
And he-
with
he,
Liv Tyler and
He
whatever.
admitted that that it wasn't really what he wanted to do. Sort of, like he regrets making it.
I don't think he should.
No,
Don't regret shit. Fuck it.
But-
People will always be critics.
yeah.
Fuck what they think.
And that's the cool thing about Kevin Smith, because he
Yeah.
pretty much did that. He just gave the finger to the industry and like, no, I'll do exactly what I want. So now he's directing like Arrow or The Flash,
Really?
Supergirl.
Cool.
All of
I
these
did not
like
know.
small episodes of these shows.
yeah, but that's the cool thing
Doing
about
his
the show.
podcast stuff, which like all of the different podcasts that he has are really good. Fat Man on Batman. What's the other one? S something. Fuck it. Smodcast. And Hollywood Babylon. Like he's doing so
Tons,
many.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the takeaway here is that Kevin Smith doesn't give a shit, and he's doing the things that he actually wants to do,
Yeah.
whether we think they're good or bad.
Exactly.
Like if you like his stuff and sort of understand why he's doing it, you will appreciate these things.
Yeah.
If you don't,
sure.
he doesn't give a shit, and you can rant about it on the internet. The cool thing about Kevin Smith is that he's now doing, what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Like, because I think he told us that it was super stressful and hard to work with Hollywood people, because of money all the time. And now he gets to do the things that he wants to do.
Yeah.
And he gets to try a lot of stuff. And flop or not, he's learning tons, I think.
Yeah. I mean, he's still getting funded. He's still
he
getting
still
people
get
to
projects,
actually give
exactly.
him money
Yeah.
to do his thing, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But I wanted to, because I don't know how much time we have
Should never
left.
know.
Maybe we're out already.
19 minutes in.
Okay.
Or 19 minutes. We
Left.
have 10 minutes-ish.
Okay. But yeah, no, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about Mallrats, because
Oh,
Mallrats
shit, yes.
was really, okay, Clerks, it's an amazing movie, but
Yeah.
it did not influence me as much as Mallrats did. I think I remember more lines from Mallrats than I do Clerks. And Clerks, Mallrats was just amazing, because that one was
Indeed.
100% for
You
me.
and me,
Yeah,
yeah.
or us.
Yeah, like you sort of recognize yourself in the way that they hang in the mall.
Yeah. And yeah, just being, sort of adult teenagers or whatever you could call them.
You know what you could sort of refer to it as? Summer vacation.
Yeah.
I think that is like when we just hung out.
That's exactly what it was. Like us playing Takataka.
Taka-taka, yeah, which is sepak taka.
Yeah.
Taka, whatever
But
the
it
Thai
wasn't.
sport is called.
We weren't playing that. We were.
no,
we
that
were
was
kicking
but,
that ball.
No, but this is this is before that.
Yeah. But it was. That's us doing that, talking shit.
But playing video games,
Yeah.
going to comic book stores, hanging at the mall, for no reason.
Buying movies, watching, staying up all night, looking at shitty fucking movies, getting a little bit drunk, maybe having fun, talking total nonsense forever, and it was the best time ever.
Yeah, definitely.
So good.
And that movie, it really captures that.
Yeah.
Like, one of them is this super nerdy geek that doesn't see, like, value in his relationship. And he just, like, he's that kid at school that doesn't give a shit. Pretty much, yeah. But he's very into comics. He knows his trivias. He has a lot of theories about the things that he likes.
Yeah.
And
like tying it in with Wonder Woman. You know, because obviously Wonder Woman is the only person that can carry Superman's child. We all know this, you know. If Superman tries to fuck any other person, he would just blow his load straight through them like a fucking shotgun blast.
Yeah, and that's like,
you know,
directly from the movie. And he just rants about the kryptonite condoms and how they would sort of he could use them. Kill him. Yeah, but they would kill him. And
it's so good.
It's so, and then he's like obsessed with genitals all the time, like superheroes reproductive stuff all over, and it's not done in a way that's tasteless. Like when we say it, it's not the way that he sort of like when you hear him say it, it's like it comes out of sort of like this inquisitive mind. Yeah,
and you can just feel like he's so eager to talk about it, and you know
And who does a cameo in this one?
Fucking Stan Lee, man.
Stan Lee,
the man. That's and that goes to show how fucking awesome he is.
Hey, isn't that actually the first cameo that we see Stan Lee in before all these like Spider-Man movies, all the Marvel things that he does?
Yeah. This was before all that. I mean, he's done a couple of movies before, but it's not done cameos, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
So this one,
it's so good as well.
It's not a cameo, or is it a cameo if he's playing himself?
I think.
I don't know. I don't know what.
But it is a cameo. He's not part of the movie. He just pops in as a tribute, pretty much, for the things that. What the fuck is his name?
You mean
in the movie, Jason Lee?
Isn't it Cody? Or
is it Cody?
Something.
I don't remember now. It's so long that I saw it now. Should probably rewatch it. Yeah, this is one of the movies. I don't have a lot of movies. I have like 5. This is one of them.
Yeah, this is bad. Like.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I just said that I could like remember all the lines from the movie.
I can remember the lines, but I can't remember the names. Because I know the actors like Jeremy London and Jason Lee, the guy that plays that guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Chocolate covered pretzel.
Yeah, yeah. So this movie is just us geeking out.
Brody,
fucking
Brody, man.
Brody and.
The other guy,
Jeremy London. and they time it so well, like we said before. Like the dialogue is so spot on. It feels genuine and honest. And Ben Affleck plays this like douchebag from Fashionable Clothing or whatever the fuck.
Fashionable man,
yeah. And like, and by the way, for those of you that don't know, Jason Lee is the guy that played something Earl.
Yeah, my name is
Earl, yeah. But this is like where My Name is Earl was a bit silly. This one is not intended to be silly. You can feel his passion for all this nerdy shit that he's talking about.
And he's not a nerd at all. Like it's so funny. He knew exactly. He hadn't read a comic book in his life. He was a famous skateboarder who auditioned for this movie, thinking like I'm never gonna get this anyway.
Yeah.
And they just clicked. Like, I remember him saying like he had to really kiss ass because he wanted to get the role, and he was like, well, if I just if I kiss ass and be super nice to everybody, they're gonna love me and want me in the movie. So that's what he did. And he wasn't a good actor. Like Kevin Smith really went, with
deep.
him for each and every scene, like told him how to act and help him as much as possible. Mm-hmm. And he just made the perfect performance.
Oh,
like,
so
love it. It's so good. It feels genuine.
Yeah. You risk the... what the fuck is it that he says? You risk the love, shock and damage. Oh, man.
Yeah. Gold.
Oh, yeah. It's actually really good. And it's such sweet movie to just watch on a lazy Sunday, and you feel good watching it, you know?
Yeah, perfect hangover movie, as I always say. And we have 1 minute left or
5
something.
minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah, but I think
It's hard to describe it, yeah. But if you're a bit of a nerd, like when it comes to this stuff, or I think anyone can actually watch this and enjoy.
Yeah.
It's a romantic comedy, actually.
Yeah, it's silly. It's got some slapstick humor. It's got all types of geeky references, which is awesome.
Shannon Dorothy.
Yeah, Shannon Dorothy is in it. Yeah. And yeah, a lot of other guys.
Yeah, like a lot of famous people that you don't recognize, or even the guy that plays Dante is in it. Isn't he part of the panel, or was that someone else?
I don't think Dante is in this one.
No, he's not. I thought he was part of the
He's
game
in
show.
The Happening, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah.
Weird.
Just totally random. He dies. Spoiler alert.
I'm not gonna watch it. But yeah, it is a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
It's about these two guys, and I think they both get dumped. That's like the first thing that happens.
Yeah.
And that's sort of where the story begins, because it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's so relatable, especially if you're like, if you're about like 14, 15. Maybe today
Like,
it's a bit different, but
I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't say who can relate to it, but it's sort
for
of
me it was like everything that I was or we were
Yeah.
at the time. Just being kids,
yeah,
doing stupid
foolish.
things.
Yeah, and this movie just nails it, and the dialogue is so sharp.
Yeah.
And
good.
yeah,
But yeah. So
Yeah.
go see it.
go see it. Mall Rats by Kevin Smith. And if you're a comic book nerd, you should be checking out Chasing Amy,
Oh yeah.
because it's about
Both
these,
of them actually. They're sort of almost linked. I mean,
They have similarities,
the
but I think
character sort of carries over from Mallrats to Chasing Amy.
Yeah.
Jason Lee's character in a way. Banky in Chasing Amy.
Yeah.
So good.
it's just watch them. Like watch Clerks, watch Mallrats, watch Chasing Amy.
Dogma, all of them.
Yeah, but I think Dogma is sort of where it starts to sort of.
But Chasing Amy
Go
is
a bit.
where it goes serious.
Yeah, Chasing Amy is
first
serious,
half,
but Dogma
really
is
good.
sort of going
Nuts.
on the silly more than the other ones. Because I think Clerks and Mallrats, they don't play on the silly as much. It's more like people are, like we're talking about stuff, and we're sort of like, and Jack Burton and Big Trouble in Little China, when he talks about his comics.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And that's sort of what you're getting.
Yeah.
And then it becomes humorous because he's a fucking goofball, because he sort of becomes alienated by this shit, because he knows all these references that he's throwing out that no one else sort of is catching on to. And I think that is the keep here. And with that said, should we round off?
Yeah.
Do you have any songs you want to sing? It's okay.
I like the new, or it's not new. What's his name? Ed Sheeran. The Shape of You. That's good. You heard it?
Yeah.
Boom.
Listen
boom,
to
boom, 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 boom.
I'm in love with the shape of you.
I like my contribution.
But I don't know the lyrics.
Yeah. I'm in love with your body. Something shape of you.
You look like glue, but you smell like poo.
And you need to work more rats too.
So, guys, follow us on YouTube.
Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us everywhere.
Follow us.
us everywhere. Comment. Hate us.
Stalk us.
Love us. Rate us.
Don't say it. Don't say it. I heard it.
You heard it, right? I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That was
Nice
good.
save. It was a good save. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, as always.